What was it about Haystacks and Big Daddy? I mean, Big Daddy, I mean, come on, man.
Right. Well,
people loved him.
People, you can't imagine what a superstar he was. And when I say a national treasure,
yeah,
I
get it.
Because to the working classes, this was somebody that could be their uncle or their dad or a fella sat in the pub that they could all associate with, and he had that John Bull kind of a character, which is that old English.
Yeah, probably very charismatic.
Very charismatic, and just had that something. And you know, like we say, it's got nothing to do with.
Right.
It's a bonus if you're good in the ring.
Yeah,
it's having that connection. It's having that magic, or that something that some people just have. And his brother Max Crabtree was the promoter of Del Martin's. He was a brilliant promoter. Max Crabtree was he knew how to promote wrestling, and he knew how to promote. And he had this idea: we're going to make you into this, and you know. And Shirley, like Big Daddy, his real name was Shirley, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, from the part of England that he was from, when he was a kid, it was one of those names like Leslie that was just a it was just in that area, but he was called Shirley. Right? He was already retired, you know. He was 45 when he got the call to come back again, and he put a load of weight on and all.
Well, was he Big Daddy before?
No, he had all kinds of gimmicks.
Right.
He was in the Coldstream Guards for us, so he was the battling guardsman, and he was, believe it or not, you ever look at old pictures of him from when he was in his 20s, he looked incredible. He was in the Guinness Book of Records for having the biggest ratio difference from chest to waist. You see pictures of him. He used to be a lifeguard on Blackpool Beach.
Right.
Looked incredible. The blonde Adonis they used to bill him as, and he wasn't. And you know, I've got nothing bad to say about him. He wasn't a good wrestler in any. Even when he was young and fit, he wasn't. But he was a big, strong, powerful fella.
Yeah.
Very fit. And even when he was big and heavy as Big Daddy, he used to go jogging every day, and he was always about talking about conditioning and stuff. It was weird. It's dead funny, but he was always, you know, he ate loads of food to get heavy, and it was just one of those things that took off.
Was it to just call this guy up, or Max to call his brother up and say, we're going to call you Big Daddy?
It was from that play, is it Cat on a Hot Tin Roof? Is it?
I don't know.
Believe it's, is it?
I mean, there's a play called Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
I believe there's a character in that's called Big Daddy. I could be, but there's something, a character out of a play that resembled a big heavy fella. It was like a Southern gentleman, I believe, that was. I've never read it, but it something to do with that, and he had the concept in his mind of what he thought that was, and call him Big Daddy. And you know, you never saw a picture of Daddy without. He used to wear the Union Jack stuff on and the top hats, and he'd always have like a newborn baby holding and stuff. And they used to put it on the posters, Mums and Dad's, you know, Big Daddy, Mums and Dad's favourites, kids, you know, send him round all the kids' school, the hospitals and all that, and it was just very smart, right?
Yeah.
And people took to him because he was an attraction. You didn't see, and like, I'm a big fella in England. I was. I'm not anymore. Like, there seems to be a generation of these big fellas growing up. But like, me and Dave Taylor were the two giant people in England. I was 6'3" and you know, 18 stone or something. That was a big man. Well, he's a super heavyweight. You know, it's a huge man, and it you know, it's like over here in the days, it wasn't a body thing. It was like these big, heavy fellas are big, powerful fellas.
Translating the ring, well, you know, once those guys got in the ring, I mean, you got the premier technicians doing all this great stuff, and all of a sudden, you know, the heavyweight guys go, and make you think, man, how do I follow that? Well, you just go do your stuff because you can't do that. But I mean, did the crowd? Obviously, they're very educated because they know great wrestling.
Yes. Well, it was the spectacle to start with. It was an attraction. It was something you wouldn't see. And it was crash, bang, wallop.
Right.